our tonight program with the recitation of Kitab Al-Fatiha. Thank you everyone for the recitation just now. Before I proceed to our next agenda, allow me to introduce myself. I am Siti Asma Fatiha Binti Ismail from the Course of Law program, and tonight I will serve all of you as the moderator. Guys, did you know who are our moderator today? Alright, actually guys, our moderator today is Miss Fatin Nabila Binti Ahmad Zainuddin. She is a certified professional host. She is currently pursuing her studies majoring in Bachelor of Human Science in Communication at International Islamic University Malaysia, IIUM. Ms. Fatin is well known for her Islamic content that is widely spread through TikTok with the followers of 300,000. She is also the founder of Fatin Nabila Private Class, which focus on empowering English in the workplace and already has more than 300 students that subscribe to the course. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's start with the first question. Ms. Fatin, in your point of view, what do you think the meaning of heart-to-heart, maybe the content and the scopes? Sorry guys, we have faced technical issues. Please wait for us and stay tuned. All right, to make it all of you clear, let me repeat my questions. Ms. Fatin, in your point of view, what did you think the meaning of heart-to-heart, maybe the content and also the scope? The scope, sorry. Ms. Fatin, this floor is yours.
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. I didn't opened up my microphone just now. Can you guys listen to me, inshallah?
Yes, miss.
Sorry, Asma, I can't listen to you, my dear.
Yes, miss. I can hear you.
Okay, you guys can hear me, yeah? All right, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are fine, inshallah. I hope that you guys are in the best of health, inshallah. I'm so sorry for my late admission because tadi saya try masuk but I cannot like masuk, mashallah, tabarakallah. I'm truly sorry for that, and I'm actually waiting for the direct Zoom link. Thank you for your apa orang kata fast response lah towards that matter. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So Alhamdulillah, I hope that everyone is fine here. Thank you very much, Fauzan, Janani, Nafisa, and then Hanim, Amira Haisha, Fadil Fadli, and a lot more people that are here. Thank you very much. Dekat YouTube Live pun ada juga. Thank you very much for investing your time. That's the best part. And today we are going to talk about heart to heart, inshallah. With regard to this matter, I believe program manager and all the team has sacrificed a lot in order to establish this event, just to ensure and enlighten you guys the importance of telling your hardships, your struggles inside to the people around you, inshallah. All right. So basically, go towards the questions that you guys are asking, that Asma are asking, inshallah. What is actually the meaning of heart to heart? In my opinion, heart to heart, is what I've been mentioned before. It's like opening up yourself, opening up your idea, your perspective, your view, and mainly your hardship and struggles to the people that you trust, to the people that you want to talk to. You know, trust is the main element in this aspect. Without trust, we can't ever tell the people. Okay, am I right? I mean, without trust with Asma, I'm not able to speak with her, for example. Not like not able, but I'm like I'm sure or not to speak with her. Can you see that? Because of the trust itself. That is what we call heart to heart. Now, heart to heart is another level. Trust, yes, we talk to the people that we trust, of course, undeniably. But when it comes to heart, it's like another level of trust. You got me? Heart to heart is like heart to heart is like the one that you really trust to, and not just heart to heart, the one that you really trust to, but the one that you can rely on the responses. That's the idea. All right. Not just you trust the first one, but the one that you rely on the responses. Now, what is the meaning of rely on the responses? It simply means that you basically wanting the best advice that the person could give. For example, you may make some mistake in your life. Am I right? You may make some accidents, events that are unwanted in your life. Thus, you trust the person, and that person may able to give you, may able to respond to you something that you can improve, something that you can actually enlighten yourself to the higher level, to a higher spiritual level. Then that is what we call heart to heart. Yeah, he or she can basically connect with you not just through physical body, which is the ear itself, but it's through the untouched, yeah, the untouched element, the untouched material. That is what we call heart itself. So that is the idea of heart to heart, in my opinion, dengan izin Allah, Siti Asma.
All right. Thank you so much, Mifati Nabila. Actually, it's a very actually your speech will very touch my heart right now. So,
MashaAllah.
and I'm sure all of us right now more clear and understand about the real meaning of heart to heart. Okay.
Inshallah.
Miss Fatin,
Mm-hmm.
Nabila, as we can see nowadays, people keep express their feelings to someone or even on social media, Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram. For you, Miss, did you think sharing problems with trusted people or trusted platform, not holding the fear and issue all alone, good for us as a human beings? Because we now at a new modern era, new culture. So, what did you think about this?
All right, understand. Thank you very much, Asma, for your very great idea. Inshallah, Vidya, my cat is like playing around with my wall. Is it possible if I take my cat for a while? Can I? Okay, dia dah tahu dah bahasa dia. So she's like gone already. Okay, true. Now I can talk in a way that is better because my cat is like belakang I tadi. She's making noises if you can hear that. All right. Okay. Does my internet okay by the way? Does my internet okay? Okay ya, sebab I nampak Asma tak bergerak, so I risau internet I cloud. Okay, tak apa. So far it's fine, Alhamdulillah. Okay, now with regard to the idea of the things that you mentioned, people are actually giving their opinions, giving their views, giving what they feel on social media, for example, Twitter, Instagram, or WhatsApp group because of several elements. You know, actually, they are basically talking or spilling out their emotions there. So, maksudnya dekat sini, they basically put out the things, throw out their emotions via social media, basically to spread, to give out those emotions on social media. Alright? Um, itu dah kita boleh panggil sebagai diorang dah spill out the tea dah. Diorang dah meluahkan dah. That's one of it. Alright? But to some extent, by throwing up your ideas solely on social media itself, it's quite negative. It's quite emotional. That's the thing. All right. It could be very emotional, and the words that we throw out could be interpreted differently by the parties, by the third parties that are seeing us. So it's a bit dangerous lah untuk kita post on social media, because it's actually the reflection of the way how you think, of the way how you digesting problem. Itu adalah dia punya perkara. Alright. And kalau mana soalan you sebentar tadi, Asma, you said about sharing problem with a person that we rely, a person that we trust. Is it good for a human being? Of course, is what I mentioned before. There are two things that we need to touch on. The first one, the people that we trust and the people that we rely. The moment bila kita ada dua karakter ini yang berjumpa, two characters that meet to us, especially in a time, in the midst of crisis, kita akan lebih berlapang dada, mudah berlapang dada untuk menerima setiap ujian. For example, Nafisa dalam satu keadaan yang crisis, for example, mungkin Nafisa struggle with certain subject, and benda tu, she kept within herself. For example, she kept within herself, and bila mana dia suppress, it could make her depressed. You got me? It could make her feel bad about her life, and that's not a good thing. So what did she do? She go to someone that she trusts, and not just about trust, someone that she rely in providing her good response, in providing her good advice. So bila mana dapat good advice, you can improve yourself to the next level. Okay, for example, if Nafisa met her lecturer, for example, so the lecturer will come up with the alternative on how to improve that. Now, can you see? Yeah, so nampak tak, trust and rely is very important. Now, I would like to give you examples. Yeah, macam I have certain ustaz, subhanallah, the moment when I come out with the problems that the moment when I throw out the problem that I have, for example, sort of like problem, what should I settle this, what should I settle that, and he said to me that he should wear different uniform to a different problems. Nampak tak? Kenapa dia kena pakai different uniform to a different problems? Because the moment when he wear different uniforms meaning to say that he basically use different character to respond towards different crisis. Contohnya, kalau Fatin cakap dekat Ustaz, for example, Ustaz, I have this A problem. Kalau Ustaz berpakaian B, for example, come up with solution B, then it is not fit. Dan benda tu bukan reliable dah. Can you see? Sebab tu, it is, I would say, it is good for you to find someone that is someone that you trust, that is someone that you can rely. Macam tu. About life, perhaps mungkin you boleh berjumpa dengan orang yang lebih matang dari you untuk berkongsi masalah dan untuk mencari penyelesaian kepada masalah. That's the most important thing. The solution of the problems need to be addressed, need to be highlighted, not just dragging about the problems all the way. Yeah, I know. Kita perempuan, for example, this is biological punya factors that I would like to add in. Perempuan dengan lelaki, kita ada dua karakter yang berbeza dalam menerima masalah, dalam digesting the problems. Women tend to drag about the problems. We love to talk about it. We love to meluahkan. But guys, they are solution oriented. How I can solve the problem? Okay, I have problem, but how can I solve that? So that is a different character. So kalau you ada partner nanti, you ada suami nanti kan, you akan nampak lah, perasan lah, bila mana you meluahkan kepada you punya partner or you punya husband, mereka tak rasa macam nak mendengar, but mereka more like, okay, how you can solve this problem? This is a very small issue. No, do solve it now. Easy lah, you don't have to think any longer. So that's the way how to short the how to shortcut the problem lah where you have to solve it. Okay, tapi macam pada pandangan Fatin, go towards shortcut, less burden, less stressful, more quick for you to be happy, is to cut off the problems by solving it. Macam tu. By sharing your idea, sharing your crisis with people that you trust and people that you can rely in terms of advice, inshallah. So that's the idea.
All right, Ms. Fatin, thank you so much. Also, it's a very good, very good answer. And when we talk about happy, I remember once quotes that say that life is too short to be sad. So always be happy. So without wasting any time, so let's go to our next questions. So, Ms. Fatin, we know every people face different problems, right? So there are people live full of insecurities, depression, and down. Actually, the key here, the point that we point out this question is not for a solution, because we can find a lot of solution on social media. We can just search on Google how to be beautiful, how to increase our confidence, how to speak in front of people. It's a lot of tips. But here, why we come out with this question is to get us, if you don't mind, Miss Fatin, can you give a speech of motivation to keep us tough through all of this challenge?
Okay, understand. It actually depends on the objective of a person, to be honest. The way how you digest the information, the way how you digest the problems that you have in your life, it does depend so much on the objective of person. Why am I mentioning this? Because just now you mentioned there a lot of tips that are arising on social media, a lot of things that have been given, fed, spooned in social media. But why people still choose to be sad? But why people choose to be insecure? But why people still choose to be depressed? Have you ever wondered that? Why? Because of the objective, because of the life objective, because of the life vision, because of the life mission. Khalas. Sebab kalau dia ada objektif yang jelas, does she or he choose to be depressed over objective? Answer me, my dear. Ada 34 orang dalam Zoom link meeting ni. Can you answer me? Adakah kalau dia ada objektif yang jelas, adakah dia akan kejar objektif ataupun kekal dalam keadaan insecure? Can anyone write it down on the chat?
Yes, no objective.
Excuse me, Nafisa, very good to answer this question. Can you say it again?
The person will chase the objective.
Yes, exactly. The person will chase the objective. Now, if a person have a very clear goals of their life, for example, I would like to improve life because I want to achieve something, dia tak kisah ada pasal insecurities, to be honest. Yes, exactly. Insecurities hit. Yes, exactly. Sometimes you will be down. Sometimes you will feel bad. I feel that too. But the moment when you have things that you want to strive in your life, wallahi, you will go towards something that is more pleasing and peaceful in your life. To be honest, I have been going through CFS as well in my life, and that moment of undergoing CFS, I was the doctor has diagnosed me to have anxiety disorder, a very serious anxiety disorder once I was undergoing CFS. All right. And that particular moment really test me on the choice of life. Either I want to stay in that anxiety disorder phase or I would like to move on. That's two things that test me. The two choices, it's either I want to stay in anxiety disorder, or I would like to move forward and be better. Be better in terms of the way how I control my emotion. So I got to make a choice. Thus, in that aspect, what I did is that, yes, making a choice to actually move forward is something that is extremely, extremely difficult. Wallahi, honestly speaking. When I said moving forward is something that is extremely hard, but what I did, my dear, what I did, my dear, dengan izin Allah, dengan bantuan Allah, dengan kehebatan Allah, Allah is the only one that helped me out throughout the journey. Alhamdulillah, I said to myself, I will not be giving up because I am clear once I move out from this phase of anxiety disorder, I will be good. I will be in control of myself. That's the reason why you need to have clear objective in life. Without having clear objective in life, when people come, you will get influenced. When people come, you will be influenced by those people. Thus, I would say that your tiring life would be endless. Macam tu. All right, so that's the idea of that's my opinion lah. Dengan izin, you have to decide what kind of life that you want to choose, what kind of life that you want to strive. If you are taking into consideration to not move on, to not moving forward, there you go. Macam tu. So what I did masa I tengah sakit before this, I went to psychiatrist. I choose a person where should I heart to heart talk. Nampak? We need to choose the people where we would like to talk our ideas, where we would like to talk our crisis. Not everyone can be our listener. Choose the people. Yeah, to be honest, during my anxiety moment, during my anxiety phase 2, what I did is that I don't talk my problems to anyone. It's so immature to talk or to discuss your problems to everyone. It is so immature. You got me? Sebab no one cares about your problems, to be honest. All right, unless you have certain idea or certain spirits that you want to improve your life. All right, when you hit to the right person, then your life would be escalate faster. Yeah, to be honest, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the reality of life. The moment once you grow up, heart to heart talking to the people is good, but in reality, yeah, no one cares about your problems. You just have to be strong in dealing with it. Find a person that you trust most. Find a person that you rely on giving you good response. Call us. All right. My answer would not be favorable to all, but this is the thing that I've learned the hard way. I mean, I learned it. Not everyone's going to listen, and no one cares about the problem that I have. All right. That's the thing lah. You just need to pick the person that you trust most. All right, so that's the idea for the third question, inshallah. I'm sorry, a program manager, if I didn't answer the questions well. I mean, I am not answering the question as what is according to the as required, but this is my honest review, honest perspective in the way how I deliver with on how I deal with life. Yeah, so kalau you nak betul-betul escalate your life to the next level, memang itu jalan dia. Alright, choose the people that you want to talk. Not everyone can be your listener. Kalau everyone jadi you punya listener, contoh ya, you ada kelemahan, and then you talk about that matter. Those people that everyone you mentioned tu kan, will actually take that negativity, take your weakness as something that can make you even much teruk lagi. Can you see that? Maksudnya mereka boleh highlight you punya kelemahan dan jatuhkan lagi you kalau you salah pilih orang. So that's the idea. Not everyone can be your listener. Alright, that's the idea lah, inshallah.
All right. Thank you, Miss. It's a very wonderful and inspiring sharing. So, it's a lot of things that I and other people must take note. We must have our objective and choose a trusted people, true people to share our problems. Yeah. So, We go to the another questions. Okay. All right. Next issue is regarding broken families. As a
Okay.
common, we know this family problem is not easy to share with friends, let alone the hate of outsider. So in your opinion, how do they need to view, face and fit with those things? Because like Miss Fatin said before, if we have problem, we can share with people who people we trust. But when it comes to family, it's hard to us to share with others people. So what's your comment about this?
All right. Regarding on that matter, I do understand that some people have family issues. Some people much, not really fit in with their families, and that shouldn't be normalized. That shouldn't be. I shouldn't be agree on that. In fact, because kalau betul-betul kalau betul-betul ikut teori ya, I'm not saying practicality, ikut teori, keluarga ini merupakan supportive, support system yang sangat kuat kepada sesiapa pun sahaja dalam dunia ni. But at the end of the day, practicality, or we call it as reality, not every families are like that. You got me? We are basically raised up in different kinds of environment, in different kinds of phases of life, in different kinds of history of life. Thus, setiap benda yang berbeza akan menghasilkan sesuatu yang berbeza. Okay, regarding on this matter, macam I agree on that actually. Sometimes ada benda yang Fatin beritahu kepada keluarga, ada benda yang Fatin tak beritahu kepada keluarga. This one I should make it a bit silent tau, a bit lower my voice because my mom is outside. Nanti terasa kan. Okay, so ada benda yang Fatin tak boleh, ada benda yang Fatin rasa I can share with my mom. Ada benda yang Fatin rasa I shouldn't share with my mom. We have to pick lah the topic. We know that person, this kita akan tahu apa respons dia, jadi kita perlu memilih. Alright, kita perlu memilih message itu, pemberitahuan itu supaya apa? Supaya kita tak memberi kesan yang buruk dalam jangka masa yang panjang. Begitu. Alright, so macam Fatin, ada certain Fatin bagi tahu my mom, ada certain yang I am not giving, I'm not telling her. Why? Because I would like to secure my emotion. I would like to secure myself from having or receiving responses that I don't want. Macam itulah. Alright, so that's the idea. Ada juga alternatively yang you boleh go towards macam Fatih, kalau yang melibatkan benda yang a bit professional business, for example, because I'm doing my own business dengan izin Allah, alright, Fatin akan laksanakan satu program ni. Fatin akan laksanakan Fatin akan laksanakan Fatin akan bagi tahu my mom. Fatin akan bagi tahu certain figures lah. Contoh macam business figure yang Fatin boleh refer untuk Fatin selesaikan masalah dalam business. Can you see? And then kalau macam berkaitan dengan agama, Fatin akan tanya ustaz pula, I have this kind of internal conflict within myself berkaitan dengan ikhlas, for example. Macam mana Fatin nak handle this thing? How am I going to handle this thing? Blah, 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 blah. So I choose every conflict that we have, we need to choose the people. Not everyone can actually understand our problems. We have to choose the people. Sebab tu Fatin would mention this, please, buka kita punya social Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad, kita punya kerangka sosial lah. Maksudnya ada kenallah ramai-ramai orang yang pakar dalam bidangnya. Kenallah ramai-ramai orang yang matang. Sebab bila mana you dapat kenal dengan mereka, you boleh dapatkan satu insight yang berbeza tentang kehidupan. So daripada insight tersebut, dia akan membantu you untuk escalate yourself to a better level of life, insyaAllah. That's my idea, insyaAllah.
Alright, Miss Fatih, if we can see on the chat box or in YouTube Live, there's a lot of people agree, mashallah, it's true. When it comes to families, yeah, I think we have a good telepathy, maybe. which is we do not share with our family because we don't want to get a response or something that we can hurt us back. So now we go to the, I think this is favorite issues among students, which is about education. So actually, Miss Fatin, right now we are near of the final semester. So there are a lot of work, assignment, and tests. So people who are joining us today is a very, I think, is a very limited person because I don't know how they can join us with this schedule with a very packed schedule. So I very appreciate it. So because of this, I can see a lot of students face depression, burn out, and somebody nearly give up because they continuously get failed even after a lot of effort. Stay up at the night, but still fail, still do not get good results. As people commonly said, which is not everybody is born to be genius, and so if you face this situation, Miss Fatin, how you will do to survive?
Okay, I have actually faced this problem. Okay, I have actually faced this type of problem in my life, and this thing has caused me to have anxiety disorder, a very serious anxiety disorder. Yeah, so macam mana Fatin cakap, ya, you have to make decision as well. I told you before, you have to make decision for your life. If you think that that particular subject or course is not suit for you, you've tried it for so many times, meaning there's something wrong with yourself with regard to the course itself. You got me? Macam dulu, I rasa accounting, for example, I am certified accounting technician, CAT, ACCA kan. I thought benda tu macam, okay, suit me well lah, I guess. But when I got into that particular course, I was lost. You got me? I studied all time, literally all time. I didn't go out for I didn't actually go out for lunch, dinner, because I just would like to focus on the study itself. But at the end, it kills me inside in a longer period. You know, macam I buat tapi tak dapat result yang bagus. So meaning to say that you have problems. I mean, that particular moment, that particular course is just not suit with me. Macam tu. That particular course is not really matched with the way how I digest it. I am not meant for that course, even though I've tried it, or I don't meant for that course because I've tried to give time for myself, but it just didn't work out. Can you see? So I tried to make an experiment lah. So benda ni berlaku bila you decide. So I decided to like stop from the course and move to another course, which is there's I masuk CFS UIA. So I buat communication, and then I further degree in communication as well. Alhamdulillah, I already finished my degree and about to further my master this upcoming March, inshallah. So that's the idea. Yeah, the moment when you are actually nampak kelemahan and then you have you have given a time untuk you tengok balik diri you dalam course tersebut, and it didn't work out. What do you have to do? You gotta decide, right? At the end of the day, it based on the decision that you guys have made. So that's the idea, perhaps, inshallah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miss Fatina Bila. Actually, Miss Fatina Bila punya story very very tally with all of us, because right now we are in semester 2, so it's a lot of many of a problem because in semester 1 people who get pointed like this idea will be dismissed and so on. So it's a very good story, and a lot of my friends also changed their scores, and I think this is a very inspiring answer. Okay. Next, Miss Fatin, most of us know this is come to about Islamic teaching. Okay, actually, Miss Fatin, we know our obligation. We need to cover aura, we need to perform salah, but actually it's very hard to istiqomah, right? And I'm sure that everyone agree it's very hard to istiqomah. Sometimes the more we try, the harder is it. People keep questioning if we do not deserve to change and be someone better, or we still lack of effort. For Miss Fatin, can you give your view about this, which is your view about Islamic
Understand. All right, now regarding on this matter, I believe that istiqomah comes when you truly understand the idea. Istiqomah comes when you truly understand the G's of the, the main idea of one topic itself, which is istiqomah. For example, you would like to wear tudung. Why you are wearing tudung? The big reason why you want to wear tudung, you have to keep that in your life. You got me? Yeah, that's the thing. Knowing the reason why is something that is very important. And after you know the reason why, you have to keep up a schedule that can make you to perform istiqamah. Not just making a schedule, but do not forget to as Allah's assistant to help you out to be consistent throughout the journey of changing towards a better Muslim, to be honest. Baca, I still remember Ustaz Nuzul Zikri, one of the ulama in Indonesia. He mentioned this matter. A lot of people wanting to achieve puasa lah, whatever lah, all those very great ibadah, but forgetting one thing, asking Allah to help them out to perform those ibadah. Because without the willing of Allah, without the power of Allah, without the permission of Allah, we can't able to do so. Am I right? If let's say you're sick, how are you going to pray even though if let's say you are not having a hand, how are you going to perform a sujood? Can you see? Allahu Akbar. So from there, ask Allah to help you out. Oh Allah, help me out to be truth is the comma in performing any kind of ibadah that I would like to do. And inshallah, from there, inshallah, you'll try to slowly see the idea. And there's another one dua that you can actually try to commit every single day. I think I have actually shared this dua in my TikTok dengan izin Allah. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. What kind of dua is that? The dua that we would like to ask Allah to make us all the way to the straight path. Allah has given us hidayah. Please don't let us to go astray of that hidayah path. Yeah, can you see the idea? So most important thing is that you need the help of Allah to actually be istiqamah or be consistent in the things that you are doing. So that's the idea, inshallah.
All right, Ms. Fatina Nabila, thank you so much. It's a very interesting answer. And I think it will be great, inshallah, we can apply it to our daily life to be a better Muslim. Okay, actually, guys, we have now come to the end of this program. But before we end our program, so I'm sure that everyone still wants to hear from Ms. Fatina Nabila, anything that you want to share with us, anything that you want to let us know, maybe about yourself or any information that you want to share. So, Ms. Fatina Nabila?
Yeah, all right. So perhaps the last words, am I right?
Yes.
All right. So in life, I do hope that you guys can be strong in whatever things that you guys have actually faced, you guys have actually encountered, because undeniably, the moment when you're being strong, inshallah, you'll go through, even though the roughest road that you've gone through, with that strong element, inshallah, you can actually walk in a way that is good, inshallah, right? And one thing that I hope, please make every single step that you have in your life as an ibadah towards Allah. Because just imagine, yeah, the moment when you walked in your life dengan izin Allah, every single step for the sake of Allah, if let's say you die in that particular steps, subhanallah, you will be died in a way that husnul khatimah. So siapa tak nak meninggal dunia dalam husnul khatimah, am I right? So that's the idea lah, inshallah. Please, reminder to myself as well, please make our life, every single thing that we did, ibadah for the sake of Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim is only for Allah, inshallah. All right. So inshallah, that's the idea lah for this particular things, inshallah.
All right, Ms. Fatin, we hope that this has been an eye-opening sharing for everyone. May the information and knowledge gained from today's program benefit us all, inshallah. Once again, thank you everyone for blessing our event with your presence. We truly appreciate it on behalf of the organizing committee. I would like to also apologize if we have made any mistake throughout this event. All right, just a reminder to all of you to fill in the evaluation form that has been provided in the text box below as your exit ticket. It's important to you, to your star points. So we'll now have our photography session before we close these programs. Okay, so Sister Atira will take our picture.
Boleh kejap
Alright.
Okay. Siapa yang boleh on camera? Okay, ready Tak lagi tak yang nak buka? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Alright, is this fine, Atira?
Okay,
It's
okay.
nice?
Nice.
Nice. All right, guys. Let's end our program with Tasbih Kifara and Surah Al-Nas. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miss Fatin.
Thank you, Miss Fatih.